Are we live? Okay, I'm driving. But hey everyone, from HallGaleNetwork.com, and I just found out the very unfortunate news just as I sat in my car. I checked my social media before driving. I'm off to a client right now to go train. And there it was. Godzilla vs. Kong has been officially delayed by 8 months. And I was like, man. Is this the real deal? Yup, it is. The movie's been pushed back 8 months. It's coming out November 20th, 2020. So, the silver lining, the light at the end of the tunnel, is that November 20th is my son's birthday. You know, we just celebrated his 5th birthday a week ago, and it was pretty exciting. He turned 5. It was awesome. So, at the very least, Godzilla vs. Kong comes out on a really cool date of November 20th, 2020. Bryson will be 6 that day. Might make a pretty awesome birthday party to take him to go see Godzilla vs. Kong. He loves King Kong and he loves Godzilla. They play with my toys. They being my son Bryson and my daughter Brooke. For that matter, actually, Brooke's birthday, she'll be 3, March 17th next year. So Godzilla vs. Kong was going to come out March 13th, which was just 4 days before Brooke's 3rd birthday. So that's kind of funny. It went from just a couple of days before Brooke's 3rd birthday to landing on Bryson's 6th birthday. So I guess that makes it a little bit more likely to take Brooke. I should say, the 4 of us to go see Frozen 2, my wife, Bryson, Brooke, and I, this past Sunday. And Frozen 2 was a lot of fun. It was Brooke's first time seeing a movie in a movie theater. Bryson has already seen a few. My wife and I, of course, have seen dozens, if not hundreds, maybe. Particularly me. I'm a big moviegoer. But yeah, Bryson and Brooke have seen plenty of King Kong and Godzilla movies at home. But could they handle it on the big screen, you know? Especially Brooke, since monsters and big noise and big theaters, sound and stuff like that, attention span, all of that goes behind it. I don't know, maybe not. 6-year-old Bryson, 3.5-year-old Brooke, maybe. We'll see when the time comes. I'm telling you right now, I'm gonna be a midnight showing, day 1 viewer on that film, if not, you know, like the Thursday night before, 6:30 p.m., whatever. I'm not waiting. I was counting down the days, I was counting the weeks, almost the hours until that movie was coming out. I was so hopeful that the March 13th date wasn't going to fall. But gosh, we got to, you know, the end of November. Thanksgiving is in a couple of days. We got all back? Okay, we're back. I noticed, like, I looked down for a second and I was like, uh-oh, I think we lost the feed. So I don't know exactly where we got cut off, but I think the last thing that I was saying until I noticed it got cut off was, this is the most narrow gap there's ever been between when a big blockbuster CGI heavy superhero comic book related monster big effects type of movie had its release date set and a trailer which has not yet played. You know, it's not uncommon for a movie to have a trailer, its first trailer, like a full 12 months before it comes out, or 9 months, or at the Comic-Con, you know, around summertime, or even a fall Comic-Con, a smaller anything. And here we're at the end of November with Thanksgiving coming up in just 3 more days. The movie's set to come out March 13th, and not a single trailer. One image. We have one image of Godzilla versus Kong facing off. You get to see them like torso to head height with Kong's arm pulled back, ready to punch Godzilla. You see that same shot, but kind of in a black and white image, kind of like in an ocean shot. That was done on you could see that one in a poster with the cast and crew as they were wrapping up filming in Hawaii, I believe. But yeah, that's the same shot, just done in reverse and with a little bit of stylized color. That's the poster. That's all we have for a movie that's coming out in 3.5 months. What? And now it makes sense. Okay, they're not ready yet. I'm kind of bummed because I was really looking forward to this. This is my most anticipated film of 2020. Will it be the best film of the year? I don't know. You know, there's a lot of other things that are coming out. Wonder Woman 84, I think, will be pretty good, most likely. That might be a favorite of the year, but regardless of what may or may not be better, Godzilla vs. Kong was my most anticipated film. The thought of that was so cool. You know, I was a big fan of the original movie that had the two face off against each other. I'm a lifelong King Kong fan. I'm a lifelong Godzilla fan. There's nothing cooler, in my opinion, than seeing those two face off in nowadays, modern era, 2019, 2020 visual effects. Like, the prospect sounds too cool to pass up on. Why are they delaying it? We don't know yet. I mean, unless if they did say anything that, you know, in the last 7 minutes that I've been recording this, I wasn't aware of. Because like I said, I had to go, hop in the car, so I'm just getting my live reaction just as I found out. But maybe it's reshoots, maybe it's tidying up the visual effects. The movie's done. Like, they finished filming it a while ago. So it's just in the editing process. Unless if they had to do some reshoots, maybe they put it in front of some test audiences and the feedback wasn't as strong as they wanted it to be. Hard to say. You know, Godzilla was, let's see, someone says, Johnny Seawalker, the fight was so big, it sat on most of the months. That could be that could be it. The fight is going to be big. That's another thing. Who's going to win? You know, I don't know. Godzilla's the more likely one to win. Despite King Kong being older, Godzilla has a bigger, more rich history in terms of sheer volume of movies and screen time. But that doesn't mean I would rule out King Kong. Godzilla's taller. He has the breathing underwater advantage, the faster speed underwater advantage, more resilient skin, the radioactive breath, the ability to go thermonuclear and, you know, handle an atomic bomb. Of course, we saw King Kong suffer under... Actually, I missed that last comment. I'll have to read back against it. I'll have to read your comment again later because I missed it right now since I am driving. But I'll reply to that one later, whatever it was. I apologize. I normally don't do this while driving, but I had to come up with it right now. You know, we saw King Kong. Yeah, Eyes on the Road. I got that one. We saw King Kong suffer with a napalm attack in Kong Skull Island. Of course, he was 104 feet tall then. See, my thought is that Kong will grow at a rate of something like 4 feet a year in the, 47 or so years that take place between, the Vietnam War era and 2020. And if that's the case, I did the math before, and if I'm not mistaken, it's something like 188 feet's worth of growing, which will put him at a height of about 292 feet tall. So you're looking at a 292 feet tall King Kong. If I'm correct with my idea of 4 feet a year growth, and you'd have almost 300 foot tall King Kong versus probably a just about 400 foot tall Godzilla, since at the end of King of the Monsters he was just about 400. And that's a 100 feet tall difference. But if Kong's got the strength, the arm, yeah, the delay's been confirmed, unfortunately. If Kong's got the reach advantage in terms of, grappling, the strength advantage, being a gorilla, being gorilla-like, I should say, finger dexterity, the mental intelligence, the hiding, grabbing things, using them as a weapon. Also, the questionability factor of, will he have a superpower? Will they give him electricity like they did back in the day? I don't know. It's gonna be interesting. You know, Godzilla, like I said, is the more likely candidate to win. I'm actually hoping for King Kong to win, though, because he's had more of a tragic past, and I think he deserves a win. But I love both of them just about equally, although I'm rooting for Kong in this case. I just hope no one dies, you know? If Kong loses, just don't kill him, man. And if Godzilla loses, I don't think that they'll kill him off, but, you know, we'll see. You know, Godzilla did very well in the box office in 2014, which sparked the demand for a sequel right away. Of course, the sequel took 5 years to come out, and in between was Kong Skull Island. That movie also did well, better, in fact, I believe, worldwide than Godzilla did. But then King of the Monsters came out, and I think they showed too much off in the trailers, you know? They showed too much off early on, which was awesome to watch the trailers, but you felt like, you showed how King Ghidorah looks like. He looks awesome, but that took away some of the mystery of the film because you saw him in advance. The trailer even showed off, like, Godzilla's leg kind of red. Oh, what? They're gonna have burning Godzilla in this movie? That's crazy. Once again, awesome for the trailer, but sort of spoiled a little bit of the movie. So maybe the fact that some people thought that they showed off too much in the trailers, maybe the fact that the movie came out 5 years later, and in an era where you get so many superhero movies per year that build up an audience, that even if the movie isn't directly a sequel, it takes part in the same universe, which I'm talking about the Marvel movies in particular. You know, in 5 years, you've got like 10 or so movies that come out that are kind of connected in a way. So even if it's not, 10 Captain America films, it's 10 films that are somewhat related to Captain America, extensions of. And with Godzilla, it took 5 years for a Godzilla film to come out. So maybe some of the interest was waned off. King Kong being in the middle did something to keep the series going on, the MonsterVerse series, but maybe not enough. Or maybe people just didn't care for Godzilla too much. They saw it out of initial curiosity, but weren't excited for a sequel because it didn't deliver what they kind of wanted it to. I thought Godzilla King of the Monsters was a more fun movie. If something like that came out back in 2014, maybe more people would have seen its sequel. Hard to say. But anyways, now I'm going off tangent. Godzilla vs. Kong, delayed 8 months to November 20th, 2020. What do you all think? If it's for the best, like if they're doing more for the movie, if the special effects were going to be this high and the marketing was going to be this clever, but they're bringing it up to this level of visual effects and this level of marketing, and they're doing a whole big Team Kong versus Team Godzilla thing. They're going to have partnerships with, celebrities and Twitter stuff and hashtag Team Kong, hashtag Team Godzilla, putting more money into that side of the marketing. Be like, hey, Nintendo, do you guys want to do a splat fest of Team Kong or Team Godzilla, something funny like that? Kind of like how they've done before with Decepticons and Autobots or Wish Ninja Turtle you're on. Maybe there'll be that kind of promo. Pick some NFL teams to do, Team Kong or Team Godzilla. Like, I don't know. They could go anywhere with that. So if it's for the best, whether it's reshoots, making the movie tighter, better special effects, making the movie look better, or a bigger marketing budget with more creative ways how to get people in the seats to see it, I'm okay with it. It stings right now, but let it be for the best and I'm cool. Yeah. I'm at my client's house right now. I have to go train. Thank you for watching with me. I'm glad that I was able to drive safe and keep my eyes on the road, but still have a fun conversation. The comments that I was not able to respond to because I was driving, I'm going to get back to later and I will reply back. So thank you all for watching. Let me know what you think. Godzilla vs. Kong delayed by 8 months. Are you happy? Are you sad? Why do you think it happened? Do you think it will be for the best? Let me know. Okay. Take it easy, everyone. Paul Gale signing out. Have a good day.